Stop and watch this before you buy some fake Funkos. What's going on, YouTube? Funko Hunter here. Hope you guys are all doing great. Today we have a very, I'd say, educational video for all of you. So today we're going to be talking about fake Funko Pops. And you might be wondering, why are we talking about fake Funko Pops, Funko Hunter? Well, if you guys saw the video on Monday, we got an awesome pop from YoJ Collects. And then when I was looking at it, and I'm looking at one of my other pops that's in the same collection, notice that these two pops are from the same collection, but they're different. The boxes were different. And I've never really seen that before. And that made me think, maybe I actually bought a fake Funko Pop. And this was kind of weird for me, because where I bought this pop wasn't a retail store, but it was from, I guess, a retail area. I bought this pop at Universal Studios. It was actually like in front of the park where they have like, I think it's called, it's the boardwalk or something like that. I'm sure someone down that lives in Florida or goes to Universal a lot knows the name and can leave it in the comments. But I was there and they had a little pop-up shop and they were selling a lot of anime stuff. And anime, you know me, I'm like, anime? Where? You know, so I had to go over there, check out what they had. So they had a lot of cool different t-shirts and mugs, and I think they had blankets, all different stuff. And then I saw Funko Pops. And this was right in the beginning, I'd say. When I was collecting Funkos, I wasn't really digging in deep, and I don't think I had really started my channel yet. I think I was just in the beginning of thinking about wanting to do something with maybe Funkos, or I really wanted to do something with anime, and it kind of all came together. So I didn't know everything I know now about Funkos. So when I was looking at this pop, which, here, let's just show you. I was looking at this Sasuke, and he was sitting next to a Naruto, and I don't know if I didn't notice that, or I didn't really know anything about the boxes or the figures or knowing about anything too fake. So I didn't really think too much of it. But on further notice, here is the Naruto that came out then. We have the Naruto and the Sasuke. As you can tell, the numbers and the logo are different on both of these, which made me think, did I get a fake Funko? Like, you know, maybe this pop-up shop was selling some fakes or something. It could have happened, but like, it kind of seemed weird, you know. So we did some investigation and we looked online at some other things. So today I wanted to give you guys some ideas of what I go through when I go to buy Funko Pops, and what I do to kind of make sure I'm not buying something fake or buying something that isn't what is real. I guess the same thing as fake, you know. So anyways, basically, let me give you what I do when I'm looking for these pops. So we're going to start off with, what are you looking for? You know, normally when you're looking for a Funko Pop that's pretty rare, that's where you're going to find the fakes. We're going to take this with a grain of salt, so pick up your grain of salt. You're hardly ever going to find common Funko Pops that have recently come out that are fake. Take your grain of salt. With a grain of salt, you know, that's how I take it out of this whole experience that I've been through and seeing other people. You're usually not going to get it on something like a new Mandalorian Child Funko Pop that just came out that they have billions in stores and they're selling nonstop. You're usually not going to see a fake like that. I believe, though, Captain Pops got a fake Mandalorian Pop, and that is kind of recent. It was a convention pop, but you know, it is a newer pop, so those you got to look out for. Like convention pops, those are prized. Like, those are going to be your big ticket items. Those are going to be worth more usually down the road, so people are going to replicate those. Want to know why? Because they can make it for 2 cents and sell it for like that $1,000, or, you know, like the Skeletor pop goes for $1,000. You're not going to spend $1,000 on a Funko, but if you're late night on eBay and you're going through and you're like, God, that the, and you go on pop price guide maybe, and you're like, oh my God, that is $1,000 Skeletor, and they're selling it for $250 on eBay. That's a steal. So you don't even think. You look over in the other room and go, is my significant other sleeping? And then you go, yeah, they are. And you go and grab your credit card and you swipe it on the internet as fast as you can. And then you find out you didn't do a lot of research. You didn't really contact the person. And you ended up getting something fake. When it comes to you, you're looking for that sick Funko Pop in that box, and you get it to you, and it's a hollow plastic toy. And it might not even be what you're looking for. So that's something to take in consideration. When you're looking for these things, where do you go? Are you looking on Facebook? Are you looking on eBay? Are you looking on maybe Mercari? Where are you going to buy these Funko Pops? Because that's the next biggest thing that you have to look at. I've had horrible situations with eBay. The worst. I haven't bought a thing from eBay since probably 2014 when I sold a laptop on there. It got scammed, and neither PayPal or eBay at the time could tell me which one of them messed the circumstance up and why I didn't get my money. But we'll leave that in the past, because that's in the past. So when looking at eBay, Mercari, Facebook groups, these are things that I do. So on eBay, if I was buying something on eBay, I'm not too familiar with everything on eBay. When I used to buy on eBay, there's not really contacting of the seller. Yeah, you can see the seller's name. You can contact them and kind of talk to them. But most of those people trying to persuade you to not sell it on eBay so they don't get the, the fee. And then you sell it to them on PayPal and then they try and scam you. So that's a no-go. Second off, you want to see where they're selling it from. When you're on eBay, Mercari, anything, usually Facebook group, it usually tells you where it's coming from. If it's coming from in the area in the United States, usually the radar is not popping up. If you see it's coming from China, that radar better be popping off. Wanna know why? Because it's probably fake. It's probably fake. I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know if you've ever shipped something across seas, but hypothetically, if you had to ship a pencil that's maybe $1 across seas, it's going to cost you probably like $40 to eventually get it across the seas to the place you need to. So someone that's selling a $1,000 Funko Pop for $100 and you're buying it online, it's going overseas, it's probably not real. It's really hard to get something overseas and then get it in, perfect, great condition, especially a Funko Pop. Because normally when it goes across seas or anywhere, they open it up, they look inside, and they make sure everything, there's nothing sneaky or anything in there, and then it goes through customs and keeps going. And usually, it doesn't make it out of customs really in the greatest condition from what I've seen and heard and experienced. So, usually, it's coming from China. It's fake. So, don't buy from China. That's my first thing. Nothing against you. Maybe if you live in China and you're there, that's a different thing. But if you're in the US and you're trying to buy something on eBay, stay away from buying Funkos from eBay. Or from, eBay and China, I guess. My go-to site is Mercari. This is the one reason why. The biggest and hardest situation that I've had to find a Funko Pop is this law right here. There are a lot of fakes of this law, and a lot of them come with the printing of his hat. The printing of his hat is a certain design, it has a certain pattern on it, and they're all certain pattern away from each other. The circles on there, and they're all certain circles. Yeah, really, I went through a lot to get this pop because I really, at the time when I was buying and getting into Funkos, I wasn't into spending $100 on a certain pop. It kind of seemed super crazy for me. So when I looked into this pop, I spent a lot of time and I messaged a lot of people. The number one thing I loved off Mercari, their guarantee. If it is not exactly the title of what you're buying when you get it, the person doesn't get their money. The best thing that Mercari has is this rating system. So you have to open the box. You have to rate what they gave you and write into the site you know, the condition it came, the comment and everything, and then the seller gets their money released to them. So hypothetically, you buy Skeletor Funko Pop and it's $1,000. You buy it for $500. They send you a fake Funko. You can message Macari and they will help you out in the situation. I don't know if they'll make you send the pop back. In the circumstance that I had where a pop was, it wasn't what they described it was, they made me send it to the Macari. They sent me a label and I sent it to Macari. They took care of it from there. I got my money back. I had a situation where the pop was destroyed when I got it, and they gave the seller his money, and they let me keep the broken pop, and they gave me a refund as well. So that's where I would highly suggest, if you are going to gamble and try and maybe buy a Funko Pop that might seem not legit, Macari's going to be your site. That's what I would highly suggest. You also, on Macari, can message the seller. And the big thing that I love on Macari is a lot of people are used to uploading recent pictures. So I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, can you take a picture of it right now of what it looks like? A lot of people want to know that you still actually have the Funko Pop. That's a great thing to do. Message the person and make them physically take a picture of the Funko Pop. Especially, I usually have them take them in different, I usually had them like here, easier to show you. I usually wanted the side of the bottom. Bottom, why? This information right here, the most important information that you could get off the box. Another thing, I wanted to see the front, and I also wanted to see the side window. A good thing for all of these things is, I want to see the front because I want to make sure the picture of the pop looks like the pop. And I want to make sure that that is the actual picture that's being sold. So you can take that picture usually and look at the ones online being sold through retailers or sold in the past through retailers and see that they're exactly the same. To the side window, you can usually see if there's any marks or something weird on the pop that shouldn't be. With the law, it helped me a lot. I could see the different formations of the hat and see that a lot of them were not what I was looking for. So that was a good thing. The bottom of the pop is going to be where your bread and butter of information are. So on the bottom of the box, you're going to see sometimes a Preston stamp here. That's going to be the year, the month, and the date that this box was made. On some pops, like that's the Naruto pop that was pressed in the past, like one of the first editions of the pops. This is one of the newer Naruto pops of him running, and as you can see on the bottom of this one, it's not pressed in. It's now right up here, it's just printed on. The big thing to look at here, make sure the Funko logo is here, has the crown above the O. You also want to make sure it has the address, and it now has a Twitter and Facebook as well. So making sure that it has all of these things are very crucial. Making sure that the address is the right address and everything. And the big thing I know is that the logo, make sure that the logo is exactly right, because that's a big thing that you want to make sure. So with this and everything that I learned from researching pops and looking into everything, I noticed that my Sasuke seems to be real. So I looked at a bunch of them online, and it seemed like when this one was made, this circle right here is the same. The only thing that I'm still looking into and to make sure is the top of this where the Naruto logo is a little dark, and it kind of is concerning. But overall, I think that this pop is real. It has the pressed in stamp of the date here as well, so you all can see. And it has the logo of Funko, the address, and the Twitter and the Facebook. So it has everything that it needs. The last thing that you can do to check to make sure that your Funko Pop is real is open the box and check the Funko Pop itself. Okay, so we have it open, and now I'm going to kind of show you guys here. Let's see if I can get it zoomed in and you guys can see it. I don't think it's going to. Come on, please. Please. Oh, it doesn't want to. Definitely doesn't want to. Come on, please. Well, as you can see, I'll just read it for you guys. So on the leg right here, you can see it has the Funko LLC, the date 2015, the site, and it also has on this side the serial number and the brand that it was from. So that's something you can look for on all of your pops. All of your pops should have the brand on there and also the serial number for the pop as well. So turns out Mr. Sasuke is real. Pretty awesome to find that out because kind of concerning. And, you know, at least I could show you guys and give you guys a little information so when you guys are hunting down your pops, you got the best strategies so that you don't buy any fake Funko Pops. Because no one wants that. No one at all. So, I hope this all helps you out. Thank you so much. If you made it to this far in the video, I truly, truly appreciate it. Make sure, smash that like button, hit subscribe, make sure your notification bell is on so you don't miss any more videos that we're posting. And what do we tell them, Sasuke? You guys are the hunters. I'm the Funko hunter. And we'll catch you on the next hunt.